Hello, and welcome to this pre-recorded event for the Extended Project Investigation Field Study Unit. To help you get the most out of this feedback, you may want to have the following documents handy, as we will refer to them during the session. Copies of the Extended Project Specification, and also the Summer 2015 Examiner's Report. The presentation will refer to 3 exemplar projects, Connor, Scheiheim and Harry, which delegates should download before proceeding further. The aims and objectives of this event are to receive feedback on national performance of candidates, discuss the examiner's report, find out about further support available, address common issues and FAQs. Students who did well chose topics with a clear central hypothesis, followed by in-depth investigative research, data collection, and analysis. Where appropriate, statistical or mathematical tests formed part of the analysis, and there was consideration of different possible interpretations of data. Successful investigations take the form of an iterative journey rather than a series of unconnected tasks. Later stages of the investigation should draw on and develop earlier ones. Please pause the presentation and look at the exemplar project produced by Connor. Connor's project contains a full proposal form with a reasonable breakdown of planned activities and timetable. The activity log is a reasonable record of the journey taken. This places the project in low mark band 3 for AO1. The bibliography could have been better organized, and sources could have been more fully analyzed. References show links to sources used. The range of research and application of sources warrants a position in low mark band 3. The project has good structure, with headings and subheadings. There is some good statistical testing. The project shows sustained research and good background understanding. The evidence supports a position in the middle of mark band 3. There is a good evaluation, showing reflection, and the clear slides are supportive evidence of a good oral. Mark band 3 can be supported here. Why some candidates did less well. Please pause the presentation and look at the exemplar project produced by Scheiheim. The proposal form is basic, though shows some thought and has a timescale. The activity log is minimal. It is not concurrent, but written as a very brief summary. Mark band 1. The bibliography is very limited, amounting to just a list of 10 web references. There is no analysis, or much attempt to reference in the main text. SurveyMonkey was used successfully to gain 110 responses. High mark band 1. The project shows an understanding of and interest in the topic. There is some structure, and it is easy to follow. It is brief, but does manage to analyze the data using Spearman's rank. Low mark band 2. The evaluation is brief and not really reflective or self-critical. It could have been more focused on the topic. The design of the slides could also have been more engaging. Low mark band 2. Common issues encountered include questions which do not encourage students to enter into data collection and analysis, a lack of appropriate referencing and bibliography construction, failure to develop an interpretation of the data, with consideration of alternative possible interpretations, limited evaluation of the project process. You may now wish to pause the video to carry out this optional marking activity. Using the mark scheme and the exemplar entitled Harry, decide what bands you would place this project in for AO1, 2, 3, and 4. Here are the moderator's comments on Harry's project. If you would like to know more about examination statistics, you may find these links of interest to you. GCSE English subjects and Maths are changing first for first teaching in September 2015, with first assessments in summer 2017. GCEs for a range of subjects are changing first for first teaching in September 2015, with first assessments in summer 2017. We have just published our specifications on the edXL website. They have been published early in draft form to enable teachers to have early sight of our proposed approach. We are also running a series of launch events too. Our draft specs and SAMs, as well as further information about our launch events, can be found on edxl.com. Other GCSE and GCE subjects are following in 2016 and 2017. We constantly look to improve the delivery of our training and appreciate all delegate feedback. Delegates will soon receive an email directing them to our online feedback form. The form takes no more than a couple of minutes to complete. Please ask them to take the time to let us know their thoughts by filling in this short form.